Yo, yo, yo. We are here for Slovakia versus Finland. World Juniors. This is Hot Take Hockey, guys. John here. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. Hit that like button, hit the notification bell, and drop a comment. This should be a good one. I think even with Slovakia's struggles and even with Finland being the heavy favorite here, I think Finland has a lot less riding on this game than Slovakia does. So I think we're in for kind of an interesting game. I think Slovakia is going to be a little bit desperate in this one. What's up, She? What's up, Ben? What's up, Kiston? What's up, Danny? What's up, Jacob? Thanks for being here, guys. We got 20 in the chat. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Let us know if you're a new viewer. There you go, Danny, Kiston, Ben. Let's go. What's up, Jacob? All right. Let's share the stream on Twitter and Discord. All right. All right. All right, we are underway for the first period. Let's go. Hey, Danny, what a legend. Love it. Let's go. Only 2 streams for the World Junior Games. What do you mean, Kiston? This is my 4th stream for World Juniors on this channel, and as I said, I've done a couple on the Hot Take Hockey channel. We'll probably do a couple more, maybe in the quarters, semis, or I'll probably do the gold medal game for sure. That one I can probably say is probably the most locked in. Hey, what's up, Will? Good to see you in the chat. Appreciate you being here. What's up, Danny? Oh, in front, and oh my, are you kidding me? Finland already scores. Bro. Are you kidding me? Finland already scores. Kiston, probably not. Are you kidding me? What a steal by Hervinen. And Simo Tavel scores for Finland, 1-0. Oh my God, bro. Petrovici, man, that's a bad giveaway. And Beatslet, bro. Oh, that's brutal. Lakoski wasn't ready for that. Anyways, we got 14 in the chat, guys. Let us know if you're a new viewer. Man, that's brutal. That is freaking brutal. Kiston, I didn't really watch much of the game, to be honest. I just watched some of the clips and highlights. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's going to be a tough year for the Hawks. I'll just leave it at that. We'll see, though. What's up, Danny? Appreciate you being here. All right, Slovakia on the breakout here. We'll see if that will wake up Slovakia early on here. So we're a minute and a half into the first period. All right, puck dumped into the opposite corner. All right. I'll share the stream also on the YouTube channel. Because I did it on Discord, Twitter, and Insta. We'll share on... All right, you're playing Fortnite. There you go. Playing some Fortnite, watching some World Juniors hockey. That's a good vibe. It's all right. But yeah, guys, let's try to get 20 likes here. Let's do it. you have any questions, ask away. Hopefully we'll get a decent game. All right, Slovakia on the reset behind the net. On the right. Now the gut is stretch pass. Good cutoff there by Viro. And now Finland will try to get a reset. Now Finland coming in on the breakout. A stretch pass to the left side. This could be a 3-on-2. Dumped back into the opposite corner. A long shot. That's stopped by Lukowski. Jeez, Kiston, that's really bad. Hopefully you're all good. Shots are 2-1 here for Finland. Yeah, that's brutal, bro. We got 17 in the chat right now. Let us know if you're a new viewer. Hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 2.5K subscribers for the channel. It'd be nice to get it there during this stream. And yeah, guys, stick around. Even if you're not the most interested in this game, let's have some chats just about hockey, as I've said. NHL, Victoria, it's good to see you in the chat. And yeah, it was this is a good time for me because I like watching these afternoon games. So I'm going to watch this game regardless. So it's good to have it running on this stream. And yeah, if we get some new international subscribers, that'd be pretty cool. Hey, THG, what's going on, yo? Appreciate you being here. Yeah, THG, your Islanders prospect right here, Aatu Ratu, going for the face-off right now in the offensive zone. So we'll see if Ratu can keep the Isles fans' hopes up. All right, Herbinen missed that. Now Ratu on the pressure. Kamel as well, he missed that. And now Slovakia will counter. Ooh, a hit there. Viro got the hit in. But Slovakia still pressuring with a forecheck. Oh, a steal. A pass in front. Oh, a broken stick. And another chance for Slovakia. That deflects past Marilainen behind the net. I believe Marilainen's in net. You love THPN? Hey, good to hear. Let's go. Did Ratu get a point on the first goal? I'm not sure. I don't think so, THD, because it was a steal. It was a quick steal. Oh, a pass in front. Ratu couldn't get there. That was intended to Ratu, who was sitting just above the crease. But yeah, I don't think Ratu didn't get a point because it was a steal. Herbinen stole it, Ronnie Herbinen, and Simon Tavel put it in. I think it's Simon Tavel. I think that's how you pronounce it. But yeah. Interesting defensive prospect. Yo, Bodo, good to see you in the chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, Bodo, just been helping out this channel for a couple of games in the World Juniors. It's been tough because World Junior stuff, like a lot of other channels are like showing the game online and showing the game illegally. So definitely been tougher for views, but I've only just been helping this channel for a few streams now. So just doing a few international streams. I figured I'm watching these games, so it's good to get some streams and content going. All right. What's up, Victoria? Good to see you in the chat. All right. 15:30 left in the first period. Finland an early 1-0 lead. All right. Yeah, Bodo, they're helping me out as well. Like, I'm hopefully going to get in on like whether it's like sponsorships or stuff like that with them. So I really do appreciate Dylan bringing me on. So it's a mutual relationship for sure. I mean, I'm not going to act like I'm this big nice person. I do feel like even before THPN and myself had a relationship, I did shout out their channel a couple times, and I think I rated the channel once or twice. So I feel like I can be a nice person on this platform when I can, but I also just, I'm looking for different opportunities to help, looking for other different opportunities to team up with people on YouTube. So, thank you, Bodo, for being here. I do really appreciate it. And Charles, thank you so much for being here. Why do you feel abandoned, Charles? Charles, thank you so much for being here. And Bodo, Charles, anyone joining right now? THG, thank you for being here. Liam, thank you for being here. Guys, yeah, in general, if you're not even interested in this game, I was just saying before to people is like, you can definitely ask me questions about NHL. Like, Bodo, if you want to talk anything Penguins or THD, anything Islanders, like it all is relevant to World Juniors as well, right? Because we can have discussions about prospects. So I'm going to keep the commentary going here and there, but I also love on these streams having discussions about rumors, news. Oh, Slovakia the other way towards the net, and Marilainen jumps on it. That was a close call. Slovakia almost even things out here. But yeah, guys, if you want to chat about anything, go for it. Let's see it. All right. You're playing NHL 22 video game? There you go, Danny. Danny, who's your favorite team? Guys, drop where you're watching from, especially if you're a new subscriber to this channel. We're almost at 2.5K subscribers on this channel. So let's try to get there by the end of the stream. I do really appreciate the support. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat. But let us know where you're watching from or who's your favorite team or player. Let us know in the chat. Thoughts on PlayStation 1? I never really played PS1. And I never owned one either. I played a couple times like back when I was younger with friends, but like just a handful of times. But definitely played a lot more PlayStation 2. Played a stupid amount of PlayStation 3, and then I have my own PlayStation 4. But well, yeah, Charles, I have a full-time job during the day. So like before, it was just easier because I would basically build up on the day to kind of focus on the streams, like especially during the pandemic. I know it's still happening, but when the lockdowns were happening, I was stuck at home. So I could build up on the streams happening at night. So like I wouldn't have anything going on during the day. I would do my freelancing stuff, and that was on my own schedule too. So it was just convenient that way. Like even when I was in school, yeah, I had my classes during the day, but I had a lot of in-between time. So if I ever needed to set up a stream or set up a video, it doesn't work like that now with my schedule because like I'm at work consistently for 8 hours. Like it's not like I have breaks where I come home or stuff like that. I'm at the office for 8 hours. So that's kind of the vibe right now is just I'm so busy kind of consistently that I don't have that in-between time anymore. So when I do streams, like these weekend streams, especially during the day, are really easy for me, just in terms of my schedule. But during the week, it's a lot tougher. It's a lot tougher to get in on these streams. But thank you, Charles. I do really appreciate the support. And yeah, I'll always do stuff on Hot Take Hockey. That will never change, but obviously doing some stuff on THPN. So definitely recommend subscribing. Use a little promo code THPN there as well. Bodo says, oh yeah, also guys, I actually, on DraftKings yesterday, I threw a little small parlay. I always got to flex the parlays that I win. I threw a little MLB three-way parlay, just a small bet, but I won 3 ways. Let's go. Little MLB action. Maybe I'll sprinkle something on for the World Juniors in the quarterfinals. But Bodo says, every time I think the Penguins are going to be a mess again, they do something that gives me a slight glimmer of hope. Yeah, Bodo, honestly, bro, I've loved what the Penguins have done this offseason. I know people were criticizing the John Marino move, but I still have some faith in Ty Smith. Oh, a long shot. Slovakia scores. It's Slovakia. Oh, I told you guys, bro. They're going to push back. It's a 1-1. That was a weak goal against Marilainen. That was a weak goal. What's going on, Sean? Appreciate it. Slovakia just ties the game. We got ourselves a hockey. Bro, I have a feeling this is going to be a decent game. I just have that feeling. I've been saying Slovakia needs a pushback. They have so much incentive to win. Brian says, happy Sunday, everyone. Enjoy the stream. Thank you, Brian. I hope you stick around. I don't know who's – I think someone – yeah, Liam, I don't know who's streaming the U.S. game later. I was going to maybe do it on my channel, but I don't know yet. But, yeah, I don't know who's streaming that U.S. game, but I know someone on this channel is. Your favorite player is Jack Hughes? There you go. Let's go. Yeah, honestly, THG, I've tried to have some high hopes in Marilainen in net for Finland, but I don't know, man. He's allowed some weak goals. I think the thing for me is like he plays in the O. I thought maybe coming internationally, he'd be able to have that balance of like he has that experience with this Finland team, but also has experience against top players in the OHL. But yeah, he's had his big moments, but he's definitely also allowed some squeakers. So I definitely somewhat agree with that, THT. All right, shots are 4-4 now. Finland trying to make something happen back in the offensive zone. A long shot. Likotsky makes the save for Slovakia. Yeah, it's 1-1. Well, there you go, Danny. That's unreal. Danny, what a legend. Okay, guys, let us know if you're a new viewer. Don't be shy. Get in the comments. I want to interact with some new people as well as the loyal viewers in the chat. All right, long shot. That's blocked. Now Viro trying to deflect it forward. 11-13 left in the first period. Shots are 5-4 for Finland. Viro trying to get another reset going for Finland. Man, so that was Repik with the goal for Slovakia. I'm going to pull that up. I want to pull up Slovakia's roster here. I know we've already gone over Slovakia's roster in previous games, but Repik is undrafted. We talked about Sekura, interesting prospect for a second-round pick for the Rangers. And, yeah, Latkoski, I think Latkoski's an interesting one. I mean, they keep going back to him, even though Bolo went back at the net against, I believe, against the U.S., right? Or no, who did? Or was it against Canada? Sorry, not in the same group. But they keep going back to Latkoski. So, of course, it seems like there's some confidence there. I don't know how old this is, but they said the United States women's hockey coach. Jeez, he might be sidelined. Damn. Did we get 2.5K? Did we get the HTH people over to clutch up for 2.5K? Yo, let's go. Let's get some 2.5K hype in the chat. Let's go, yo. Let's get some 2.5K hype in the chat. Let's go. That's 2.5K. THPN. That's a dub. W's in the chat. Let's go. Jacob, it's 2.5K now. Let's go. W's in the chat. All right, let's go. You subscribe to all the videos. Let's go, Danny. Yeah, make sure Hot Take Hockey is my personal channel, but definitely helping out THPN. And it's good to see 2.5K. That's a dub. Let's go. As I said, let's try to get 3,000 by the end of the year. I think that's the goal. Or by the next World Juniors. I think that's even a bigger dub. All right. Slovakia back into the offensive zone here. A reverse pass. Now an attempt in front that went off a leg. And now Finland trying to get that reset. Yo, Bruno, what's going on, buddy? How's it going? How you doing? What are you up to today? All right, you're a Venti back to the point. Finland back in the Slovakia zone. Around the net. 9-10 left in the first period. A long one around the corner. That's stolen. And now a pass in front. Huge save by Latkoski. Are you kidding me? Huge freaking save. Kapanen, the big chance. I believe Kapanen, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I believe he's the cousin of Kasperi Kapanen. I don't know if it's like first or second cousin, but I'm pretty sure they're cousins. Yo, Nick P, what's going on, legend? Hope you guys stick around. Let's have some chats about the NHL and hockey as well, guys. I'm looking forward to some good chats. All right, curving in towards the net. That's deflected and out of play. Another save there by Latkoski. And now 7 or 8 shots there for Finland, but still a 1-1 score. Rockin', what do you mean when does the live stream start? Rockin', who are you cheering for, Rockin'? Let's get some Rockin' hype in the chat. Who's your favorite team? Let us know. Get some hype going in the chat. All right. Let's go, yo. We're buzzing. Yeah, Rockin', who are you cheering for? Let us know. Hey, Aiden, what a legend in the chat. How's it going, Aiden? How you doing, bro? What are you up to? Liam, buddy, you're cheering for the US? Fair enough. Liam, who's your favorite player? I don't know if I know this. Cameron says, how you been, John? Cameron, I've been all right. How you doing, bro? Excited for this season? Rockin says no favorite. Damn, Rockin. You don't got a favorite player? Okay, at least Rockin, tell us where you're watching from. What country you're watching from, what maybe state or province or town, city, where you're watching from. Giston, what are you referring to? Are you saying the women's championship? So is that what you're asking me? Or Jacob says, go Canada. There you go, Jacob. We got 20 in the chat, guys. Let us know if you're a new viewer. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Oh, that's how I'm feeling, Cameron. I can't wait for the season to start. 100%. Cameron, if you have anything you want me to talk about, like Leafs perspective or hockey season perspective, ask some questions in the chat, guys. I want to have some good discussions. Yeah, Liam, it could be in the NHL or it could be internationally. Who's your favorite player? I'm always curious to know someone's favorite player. It definitely tells me something about them as a fan, or maybe what position they like, or what team they like, you know. You're in Ontario. I like watching live hockey. There you go, Rockin'. Well, Rockin', if you're a new subscriber, welcome. I do my own channel on YouTube, Hot Take Hockey. I'm not sure if you've passed by before, but I also am supporting this channel, THPN. So as I said, if you're a new viewer, new subscriber, welcome. And hey, if you don't have a favorite team, maybe you'll get one soon. So appreciate you being here. Oh, the World Championships? Is that what you're referring to? The World Championships? Yeah, bro. I'm not always I'm not always the most familiar with these acronyms. So sometimes if you just let me know. But if you're referring to the World Championships, I might stream for the World Championships. If it's like the final or whatever. Ah, damn, Bodo. Yeah, I think this is through NHL Network. This game's being shown on NHL Network and TSN in Canada. Oh, they got that on a slash for Slovakia. Okay, guys, it's a slash against Slovakia. It's going to be a power play here for Finland. When right off the bat, Finland goes quickly off the face-off. And Aatu Räty, New York Islanders prospect, gets stopped by Latkoski there. 7:45 left in the first period. 1-1 score still. 10 shots for Finland, 4 shots for Slovakia. Your favorite team is the Penguins. Yeah, Liam, I think I knew that. But who's your favorite? Oh, you're saying Connor McDavid's your favorite. Okay, fair enough. You got a favorite on the Penguins? Yeah, Jacob, I believe the World Juniors is Halifax, New Brunswick, right, guys, in the winter? Oh, a shot there by Hervinen. That's blocked. Finland getting the pressure going on this power play. Hervinen down low out of the corner. 7:20 left in the first period. Across the scene, a pass in front, deflected. Great stick there by the Slovakia defender. Now back to the point for Niemela. Niemela waiting to the left side, fakes the one-timer. Now back up top to Niemela. Now to the right side, at the top of the right circle. Niemela with the one-timer. That's deflected up in the air in the corner now. And Slovakia trying to get the puck out. Good stick. And finally, they'll get it just past the blue line. Good stick there by Niemela to keep it active in the neutral zone. And good fake here by Aatu Räty. Great move. Then he gets it poked away down below the net. Räty, 1:03 left on the power play. Trying to cycle down low below the circle. Now picked up by Hervinen. Hervinen back out to the half wall. Waiting across the scene again. Back up top for Niemela. Niemela with a shot. That's blocked. Another chance. And there's a big cross-check in front. That could have been a penalty against Slovakia once again. Official keeps their arm down. Now back to the point for Niemela. Now to the right side. Across the scene again. A good stick there by the Slovakia penalty killer. Now at the top of the circle, off to the left of Latkoski. Now it's back to the point from Räty to Niemela. Niemela with the one-timer. That just missed the top right corner. 3 chances there for Topi Niemela on the power play. Missed all 3, one being a block there in the high slot. And there's going to be only 15 seconds left on the Finland power play here. 6:05 left in the first period. What's going on, Hudson? I didn't know that, Bodo. That's some info right there. Crosby's your guy. And coming in hot, scores. Are you kidding me? Just like that, Finland had a crazy power play working there. And it's just off a counterattack on the power play. And Finland goes up 2-1. What's going on, Hudson? Man, all of that, that was a great penalty kill by Slovakia up until the last 15 seconds, and Finland just takes advantage of a counterattack. Look at this. Such a quick zone entry and such a brutal mistake. Such a brutal giveaway, man. What a freaking brutal giveaway. Who scored that? Mata scored. What a brutal giveaway from the Slovakian defender. Oh my God, that's freaking brutal. That's so bad, man. Just off the counterattack, brutal giveaway, and Mata puts it home. 2-1 Finland, 12-4 shots. That's freaking brutal. Why was Buddy sending it right up the gut? Donnell, how's it going? Thanks for being in the stream. What are your thoughts on the new NHL reverse retro jerseys? Yeah, I saw that there was some stuff leaked on Twitter and YouTube. I saw a couple. Honestly, I love the Oilers. I love the Oilers concept. I think the Islanders concept could be pretty cool. I want to see how it looks without the teal, because I know a lot of people have different opinions on the teal. I think that my opinion has always been like the teal isn't necessarily a match, but it's like unique. And I like unique jerseys. But at the same time, I think maybe it'll look more Islanders-esque without the teal. We'll see, though. Also, there's a couple other ones that were released. But yeah, I love the Oilers concept for reverse retro, based on what was leaked at least. Yeah, Cameron, what I think about the Leafers? I think the Leafers could do something. Again, goaltending is a massive question mark. I think that's the most common kind of response in terms of what the Leafs are going to be looking at. Everyone's going to have eyes on the Leafs goaltending this year and seeing how they do. But I think overall, the Leafs are just so skilled that I think just based on the season, it would have to be the biggest upset, biggest disappointment for a team like the Leafs to screw up in this season. I do think if they're successful in the season, I mean, Matt Murray is a proven playoff guy, and Samsonov has some playoff games under his belt too. So it's not like they're going into the playoffs potentially with no goaltender experience. Murray's got a couple cups. I know that's old news, but sometimes that's kind of how things go with goalies. I mean, think about this. I'll reference this as like if you think about – sorry, I'm just trying to put this up here. Anyways, Leafs missing the playoffs. What a take, eh? Do you actually believe that? I mean, credits to you if you're right. That's a hot take and a half. But yeah, I would say it's interesting with the Leafs. Like, if you think about the situation with Murray and Samsonov, as I said, there's playoff experience there. Murray, the 2 cups. I think with Matt Murray, kind of what you saw with Carey Price. I'm not putting Murray in the same conversation as Price as a whole of his career, but I mean, Murray does have a couple cups. I'll say this. Carey Price, we saw over and over again at points in the season not look good, especially the year 2020, 2021. That season, he didn't look good. Like, for a lot of times, Price did not look good. And what happens when it's most important in the playoffs? He looks unbelievable. He looks top tier. He looks unbeatable. He looks like one of the best goalies, if not the best goalie in the world. So what I am saying is if Matt Murray's like mediocre in the season and he balances off of Samsonov and the Leafs finish second or third in the division, whatever they finish, they still make the playoffs. If Matt Murray can kind of flip that switch with like goalies that we've seen, like a Carey Price, like even Vasilevsky at times, like sometimes he turns on that switch. And again, I'm not putting that guy in the same conversation, but what I am saying is some goalies just have that switch where it's like they're pretty mediocre in the season and somehow they're just able to turn that switch in the playoffs and completely look different from what they saw in the season. So I think when it comes to Leafs goaltending and Matt Murray, I think that's the interesting part. I think that's what Dubas is hoping for, is that this guy, maybe he's a 905 guy, 910 save percentage guy in the season. But when it comes to playoffs, he turns on that gear and he just goes crazy. So if Matt Murray can stay healthy and they can bring him healthy into the playoffs, or mostly healthy into the playoffs, then he can be a big contributor there. And as I said, Samsonov's such a wild card in that sense too, but it's not really, I would say, major issue, like injury issues lingering with Samsonov. It's more so just consistency and like positioning at times. Like he athletic wise, in terms of size, in terms of overall, like I would say physical abilities, Samsonov's got it all. It's just a matter of sometimes he just gets a little too crazy around the net. His positioning gets a little off. And I've seen at times, whether it's through his glove or through his 5-hole, it just comes down to, I would say, patience on his positioning. So we'll see. We've seen a lot of goalies like that. Sometimes it's just a change of scenery. Sometimes it's just new goaltending coach. Sometimes that's all it takes for a guy like Samsonov, who I think has all of the physical capabilities and has a crazy skill set and showed it overseas. I mean, when he was coming over with guys like, Sorokin was coming over, Shesterkin was coming over, guys like that, there was such high hopes on all those guys. And Samsonov's been kind of in the lower tier of that, as Shesterkin just went on a run with the Rangers, and Sorokin, even for the Islanders, was looking really good. So we'll see. But I think at the end of the day, if the Leafs get to the playoffs, they want a goalie that's going to steal games for them in the playoffs and get them past the first round. Not necessarily a goalie that's going to be up for the Vezina in the season. Obviously, that's great too, but they want a guy that's going to be insane in the playoffs. And I think that's where they're kind of placing their bets on a guy like Murray. So hopefully that answers your question, but Jacob does say the Leafs are missing the playoffs. We'll see what happens. All right, we got 2:48 left in the first period. Shots are 14-5 for Finland. Avs fan, what's up, buddy? Good to see you in the chat. We got 19 people in here, guys. Make sure you drop a like. Let's try to get 25 likes by the end of the first period. Let's do it. I think we can do that. How many likes are we at right now? We're at 16 likes. Okay, we got to get 25 likes, easy money right now. We can do it. You think the Hawks reverse retro is going to have a Chicago word mark on the front? A lot of people don't like word marks in the NHL jerseys. Gotcha. Whoa. What a crazy trade offer. Price to Vegas for Panda, Nolan Patrick, and a 9th pick next year. Would you do this? Wow. I mean, Jacob, I just don't know if Vegas is doing that, man. I don't know if Vegas is doing that. Like, why have to give up their draft pick? And, I don't know. Finland, another chance there. I just think Price's contract is risky to take on. And, they see it as, they can just keep Leonard on LTIR. And worst case, trade him next offseason. I don't know. That's a pretty wild trade. If Vegas wanted to take that risk, that'd be pretty nuts. I would love that for a hockey story. But I don't know if Price going to Vegas is, the most realistic outcome. I really don't. But yeah, guys, we got 25 in the chat. Let us know if you're a new viewer, new subscriber. Make sure you use promo code THPN. As I said, Aiden Rainiel, what's going on? Thanks for being here. Yeah, congrats on the cup win, Avs fans. Yeah, and I'm with you, Evan. I don't even think Carey Price waives his no movement clause to go to Vegas. I mean, Evan, I'm with you. I think Price, at the end of the day, I think he wants to be with a cup contender potentially, but at the same time, his family in Montreal, I don't know, with his family in Montreal right now. I don't know what the situation is going to be. But, that was dangerous, man. Knee on knee, right in open ice. And there's a little bit of a response there with 48.8 seconds left in the first. We're going to get another power play coming up here. Shots are 15-5 for Finland, 2-1 score. But I'm with you, Evan. I think that's kind of the vibe. So Slovakia back to the box. Finland will finish the first period on the power play. Hopefully Kamel's all right. All right. Are they going to review this for a 5-minute major? No chance. Come on. They might review this. They're going to review this. Yeah, let's go, Dylan. Let's go. And man, decent numbers for an afternoon stream. Finland, Slovakia. We got 24 in the chat right now. Let's go, guys. We got to get 25 likes by the end of the first. Let's go. We got some HTH viewers brought over and supporting the stream as well. We'd love to see the Hot Take Hockey viewers here and supporting THPN. So, guys, again, make sure you hit that like button. Promo code THPN. Little DraftKings represent. I was sprinkling some coin on MLB yesterday. And, yeah, I'll probably throw it. Honestly, guys, I might put my money where my mouth is this year. And for my early Stanley Cup pick when I throw my prediction, I'm going to do an early prediction video probably this month, an early. But then once I see the final rosters, late September for the actual opening nights of the season, then I'll throw my final predictions and final cup pick. And I might sprinkle some money on the pick I have for the cup. Because, I mean, if I did that in 2019 when I predicted the Blues correctly at the start of the season, Believe it or not, guys, I did that. Go watch my videos back in 2019 or even 2018 when I posted my original video. My top 3 cup picks, I think that year were, I had St. Louis, I had St. Louis, Tampa, and Boston, I think. Something like that. I had St. Louis, Tampa, Boston, something like that. And then I had my early cup pick as St. Louis. In my bracket predictions, I had St. Louis beating Tampa in the cup final. So I was close. Obviously, St. Louis ended up beating Boston in the cup final. But it's actually, that was my best year for predictions. My top 3 cup picks were St. Louis, Tampa, Boston. Even though Tampa got swept by Columbus, they were like the best team in the league in the season. And the 2 other teams I had in the conversation were St. Louis and Boston. They both made it to the cup final. And my cup pick on my bracket challenge was St. Louis. Had I put some money on there, even like $5 at the start of the year, I would have won some decent coin. No! Oh, that's so costly for Slovakia, man. It's a 5-minute major, guys. A 5-minute major for Slovakia. Finland's going to be on the power play for 5 minutes. Oh, that's so deadly. In a game that Slovakia, this is such an important game for Slovakia. They're going to have to kill off a 5-minute major. So 48.8 seconds left to finish the first period, and a decent amount of the second period is going to be on the penalty kill. That is brutal for Slovakia. So again, guys, let us know where you're watching from in the chat. Don't be shy. I'll put in the chat. I'm watching from Toronto, Canada. Let us know where you're watching from in the chat. Sakura got the penalty. Sakura got the penalty, and that is probably one of their better players in this team. Adam Sakura, Rangers prospect, just got a kneeing call for his knee-on-knee against Joakim Kamel, and he is gone for the game. Gone for the game. Brutal. Hey, what's going on, Tyler? Let's get some Tyler hype in the chat. Welcome if you're a new subscriber. Let us know if you've seen me or seen Dylan or seen any of the THPN gang on YouTube before. Big shouts, Tyler. Let us know your favorite team, favorite player. Big Tyler shout in the chat. We got 25 in the live stream right now, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. 25 likes during the first intermission. Let's do it. All right, Lambert with a shot that missed. Now Kamel back up top. Now across, Joakim Kamel at the top of the left circle. He gets the return pass, a one-timer deflected, and Ledkowski makes the save. Another shot from Kamel, and a stop. 2 big stops there by Ledkowski, and 0.5 seconds left in the first period. It looks like we'll be heading into the second period. 2-1 score for Finland, but Slovakia still has a lot more to go on this penalty to kill off. What's going on, Peanuts? Watching from Finland. Big shouts. Hudson, I'm watching from Vancouver Island. Let's go, Hudson. Let's go. We got 30 in the chat. We'd love to see it, guys. Let's go. At a high of 30 live viewers, we'd love to see it. All right, face off to the right of Ledkowski here, and that's going to be it for the first period. A tie up there. So shots are 17-5 for Finland, but I mean, this could have been a lot worse. Only a 2-1 score here. Ledkowski is the player of the game, 100% here for Slovakia. And yeah, I mean, Sith, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. You're right. If Slavkovsky and Nemec are here, this is a completely different conversation for Slovakia. Slovakia probably had 4 or 5 guys back out of the tournament that could have been so key for Slovakia. Tyler says, love the car hot takes, cheering for Blackhawks prospects. Kaiser Slager in the USA. There you go, Tyler. Hey, appreciate that, Tyler. Yeah, on the Hot Take Hockey YouTube channel, I have been getting some of the car videos going because I've been just so busy. So sometimes it's just like whether I pull clips from live streams or I film videos in the car. Sometimes that's just how I get content out at this point. Obviously, when the season starts, I'll be doing a lot more like NHL streams and NHL videos again. And like I want to do some videos on TikTok here and there. It's just tough. It's like it's sometimes tough to keep TikTok consistent because I think at the end of the day, I enjoy YouTube more, but I like both platforms. I've been doing YouTube longer, so I just have more of a commitment level there. But all right, guys, quick washroom break for me and quick snack break as well. So I'll be back in a few minutes, max like 5. So just quick commercial break. Don't know if I'll do a commercial at second intermission. So We'll take my 5 right now, and I will see you guys in a few. Make sure you stick around in the chat, and yeah, I'll be excited to call this second period and talk more hockey with you guys. So again, let us know if you're a new viewer. Talk with people in the chat, and yeah, I will be right back. Sorry, guys, I'm back. Sorry for the delay. Apologize. Just had to go upstairs. Victor's World Juniors, buddy. What's up, Bodo? But we got 18 in the chat, guys. Again, who saw Ken Johnson's Michigan yesterday? That was freaking nuts. Like, that Canada game was crazy yesterday. I kind of wish I was streaming low-key for it, but I was just so tired, so decided not to. Awful lot. Is Chara even still playing? We don't know. Chara hasn't signed yet. We don't know if he's gonna play or retire. It's the same situation with freaking Joe Thornton. We really don't know yet. All right. Stankoven was like shocked. That was hilarious. From that Michigan goal, Stankoven was shocked. Yeah, and it was honestly just dangerous. Yeah, it was just dangerous from Sakura. I don't know if Jacob's still in the chat. You can add him if he's still in the chat. But yeah, Liam, if you have a question about a player, ask away. Kevin, they have a Finnish ref in this? Damn. I mean, I feel like haven't they had like I feel like they've had a US or Canadian ref before in one of those games, but I didn't even know that. But oh my god, that I keep watching that mission goal from Kent Johnson. Like, that's nuts. I'm kind of like, I wish I was streaming that game just for that reaction. Like, not necessarily like I was so tired, but like maybe just for that moment. That was such a crazy freaking moment. Yeah, Jacob's in the chat. But who was watching the Canada-Czechia game yesterday, guys, when Kent Johnson pulled off the Michigan? Who was watching it live? What's up, Alex? Appreciate you being here. Yeah, the US Sweden game tonight's gonna be pretty hype. Sheesh. That's sweet. Anyways, 24 in the chat, guys. Letting me know if you're a new viewer, a new subscriber. Hit that like button. Second period's going to be coming back soon. If you want me to talk about anything, topic videos, trade videos, any stuff you want me to discuss for future videos, or just discuss it on the live stream, let me know. Predictions for that game? I don't know. I feel like Sweden could upset, man. I mean, I'm just looking at the goaltending matchup, like Wallstead versus whoever the US have in net. Like, I think the Swedes could have an opportunity to upset the US tonight. I really do. Am I streaming the Canada versus Finland game tomorrow? I'm not sure, Aiden. Honestly, I'm not sure yet. I would like to, Aiden, for sure. I think that's my goal to stream that for tomorrow. No guarantees. And I think I'll have to check again. Like, that game is at 6, right? Like, I would have to. Let's see. I think it's at 6, right? Yeah. It's at 6, so it would just be tight for time. I feel like I could make it back to stream on my channel, but it would just be tight for time. And yeah, I mean, I'd have to maybe leave work even early. I don't know. So, I mean, I would like to. Hypothetically, I'd like to stream for the Canada Finland game tomorrow. I'm not going to guarantee that I am on my channel, but I will be streaming for quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. Maybe not every game, but at least 1 or 2 quarterfinal games. I'll probably try to do both semifinal games and then the final for the World Juniors. So I'm just going to stream when I can at the end of the day. Obviously, my schedule is kind of busy these days, but even on THPN, I hope to stream maybe 1 or 2 more games this tournament, but it just kind of depends on my schedule. Because I do believe one of the quarterfinals happened during the day, during my workday, and I won't be able to do that game. Maybe even 2 of them happened during my workday. So if that's the case, I just hope the Canada one's in the evening, or else I'll be screwed. I'll be able to watch it. But then I'll be able to do the semis and finals most likely, so I'll be chilling. Yo, Alex says I got a McTavish jersey yesterday, man, but heading to Vancouver to visit family on Tuesday. There you go, Alex. That is sick. Big shouts to Alex in the chat. Love it. Yeah, guys, if you have any things like that, cool stories, cool hockey stories, let us know in the chat. All right. Second period. Come on. Let's get going. Let's get freaking going here. All right. Let me look at some stuff here. Search up some prospects in this game. Just look at some stuff coming forward. So I was also looking at Slovakia just in terms of their future prospects, and I mean Slovakia just in general, they're bringing a lot of unique guys into the NHL potentially, and just kind of looking at it, you have Nemec, you have you have Slavkovsky, obviously. You have Huska, you have Ferivari, who's been in the league now for a couple of years. You have, like I mentioned, Sakura. Let's see, who else do they have that's pretty intriguing? I mean, a lot of guys that'll probably be like bottom, like fourth liners, maybe. Guys that will just kind of squeak into the lineup. Let's see. Like Nisar, the Habs just drafted, could be really interesting. Petrovsky for the Wild. Chromiak for the Kings. He played in the OHL. So Chromiak could be interesting. Ruzika, who's on the Flames right now, again, he could be a third, fourth liner. Studney could be interesting. I think he's played for how many years now? A couple of years in the show. Studnik's been, I think he's on. Did the Stars sign him? I want to say he's on the Stars now. Yeah, he's been on the Stars for what, a couple of years now? Or a year? I know he's on the Devils before. I think the Devils drafted him. Another interesting younger player. Yeah, Alex, I didn't watch the whole thing. I think I stopped watching at like basically shortly after the Kent Johnson goal. I think it was like 4-1. I stopped watching at. But yeah, there's been a few Michigan goals. Oh, deflected in front of the net. Oh, and Finland scores. Sorry, I'm not trying to sound disappointed. I just wanted a close game. And it's Simon Table with the second of the game. 3-1 Finland. Or was it Hervinen that scored? Sorry, let me see this. I think it was Simon Table that put it towards the net. Maybe it was Hervinen that put it home. Actually, yeah, it was a left shot player in front. Was that Simon Table? Oh, it went off Hervinen's stick. I thought it went off the defender's stick maybe. So Hervinen's going to get credit. At least prospect represent. All right, we'll take that. I think it went off his stick. Let's see. I think the Slovakia defender put it in, though. I think it may have touched Hervinen's stick. That's a weird one. I don't know who's actually going to get credit with that goal. I really don't. I honestly do not know who's going to get credit with that goal. But either way, Finland is up 3-1. It might be Simon Table's goal. It might be Hervinen's goal. I'm not too sure. Either way, 3-1 Finland. And that's the second time in this game. Well, it's not like it's the second period. So in both periods, Finland has scored a goal in the first minute. So yeah, thank you so much, Alex, for being here. We got 24 in the chat. Again, if you guys have any conversations you want to go over hockey related, let's do it. We got 3:20 left on this power play for Finland, so they got a chance to add on here. I would say Slovakia's ultimate goal at this point is keep it within 2 goals, and you give yourself a chance to come back in this game. But that third one is definitely costly here at this point, having to face another additional 3+ minutes on this power play. All right, here comes Joakim Kamel, who's had a pretty good tournament so far. Kamel back to the point. And a one-timer attempt. That looked uncomfortable. Yaravente, a sauce up top. Oh, my. And Brad Lambert just missed that far post. Was it Simon Table's goal? Maybe. All right, around the net again. It's Hervinen to the sideboards. Back up top, just kept in there by Kamel. Now out of the corner, waiting. 2:23 left on the power play. A cycle work here by Hervinen behind the nets, waiting. He fans on the initial pass attempt, but now a board pass back to the point. Niemela looking for Kamel at the sideboards, and that's blocked. And bad communication. This is a break for Slovakia. Big save by Marilainen. Niemela just got a stick on it, and Marilainen makes the big save and keeps it 3-1. That could have been a big-time goal there for Slovakia. Kiston, no, I will not be, unfortunately. I will not be Kiston. Huge save there by Marilainen. All right, Hervinen, 1:43 left on the power play. Liam, I saw that you asking about players. That's what you're talking about. Outside of that, I didn't see. Niemela with a point shot. Oh, just missed on that short side. 17:20 left in the second period. Niemela keeps it alive again across to Ratu. Ratu at the top of the right circle in front. And a bouncing puck. Ratu will pick it up again out of the corner. Ratu to the left of Lukowski. Back to the point for Niemela. Top of the circle again. Niemela faking the shot. And now across. Lukowski gets the right pad on it. Now back to the point for Niemela. Niemela now across on the left side, huge block there, and puck comes out of the zone, and a reset on the play. 1 minute left on the Finland power play. Ratu with some good speed passes it off. Man, Ratu should have just taken that for himself there, man. Get a little selfish. He had some. Which player's name? I can scroll up if you want. Ratu across, good block there. Which player's name did you ask me about? Let's see. Ryan Cooley. Who's that? Like Logan Cooley? I didn't know there was is there a Ryan Cooley? Am I being dumb? Does Logan Cooley have a brother named Ryan Cooley? Maybe. I know of Logan Cooley. Maybe I'm being dumb. Maybe I just don't know of a relative of Logan Cooley, but I feel like I'm napping. If there's a Leo, I was gonna say I was so confused. I was like, am I missing a brother or a cousin or something? Oh, a stretch pass for Kamel. A reverse pass. Oh, that could be a high stick there late after the save. But Logan Cooley, I think Logan Cooley's unreal. Like the speed combined with the hands, like just a couple of the plays he's made in tight. Like Buddy flicks it over a defender's stick, splits two defenders, and creates more space for himself, and then makes a big time play. Yeah, I think Cooley is going to be so elite in the NHL, at least from what I see right now. Yeah, and I'm probably saying, I think it's this announcer's saying Lakotsi instead of Lakotsky. So I don't know. Lakotsky, pretty similar. Anyways, we got 18 in the chat, guys. With Simon Tavel's goal. All right, Alex, appreciate it. Shots are now 23-6 for Finland. Sheesh. That is nuts. All right, Niemela with the reset here. On the reverse, Finland trying to get a reset. Koivunen now. Oh, bro, Slovakia keeps doing knee on knees, bro. Like, someone's going to get hurt big time. So it's going to be another penalty against Slovakia for a knee on knee. Calling the ice as a trip. So it's going to be another power play coming for Finland. What a shit show. Like, boys. Like, Buddy could literally, like, not step in. He still commits to it. Like, he easily could have avoided that and still sticks out his leg. Like, are these guys okay? Oh, my. Yeah, that's going to be Hervinen's goal, Alex. That's 100% going to be Hervinen's goal. I thought it went off the Slovakia defender. It did go off Hervinen's stick. So they're going to change that goal from Simon Tavel to Hervinen, 100%. That will be Hervinen's goal. Victoria, I might be live on my channel, but I might be really tired. I also have soccer tonight. I do like a Sunday league, so I might be pretty tired as well. So we'll see. I wouldn't put any guarantees on a stream tonight because I also have to work early in the morning. But Victor, thanks for being here, yo. And yeah, we did get 2.5K earlier in the stream, which is such a dub. Let's go. On the way to 3,000 for this year. Let's do it for this channel. All right, under 15 to go for the second period. Back to the point for Niemela. At the top of the right circle, fakes the shot. Now to the right for Ratu. Back to the point. Niemela, an attempt, another shot. That's blocked. Ratu across the left side. And the lane blocked off again. Ratu, a one-timer through the scene. And Lakotsky gets the save. I'm going to start saying Lakotsky because honestly, that sounds cooler. Lakotsky. Let's go, yo! All right, shots 25-6 for Finland. Geez, Slovakia, bro. Get the double digits at some point. Niemela to the left side, fakes the shot. Niemela to Hervinen. Sorry, that was blocked. And Slovakia gets the puck out. 1 minute left. Kiston, I forget who I picked. I know I was rooting for the Canucks, but not too sure. Yo, Victor, are you talking about in your video game right now? Buddy, you can't be tripping out in the chat, confusing the chat with goals, man. People are going to think someone scored in this game. Just at least say that you scored in your video game or you scored in Shell or something. Gotta be more specific, bro. People in the chat are going to get tripped out. All right. 30 seconds left on the power play. If Slovakia can kill this off, man, I mean, this game is far from over. I don't care what the shots say. This game is far from over. All right, Lambert tried to play it back to the point, and good kill so far by Slovakia. But this is what happened last time. I mean, Slovakia looked great on the kill, and then they allowed one final counterattack with the giveaway. Last attempt here for Finland on the power play. Simon Table, a back pass. Kamel to the right side for Lambert. Lambert, oh, look for the toe drag, and Slovakia gets it out. Now, fresh out of the box. Nemitz. Now, a one-timer attempt. Scores! Oh, sorry, hesitation there by Petrovsky with the goal. What happened there? Slovakia scores! This game's far from over. What happened there, bro? That was a nuts scene. What just happened? I was like, scores! What a random call. Look at this shit show in front of the net. Two fan one-timers, and then it's just sitting there for Petrovsky. That's horrible defending from Finland. Or sorry, Petrovsky doesn't score. Who scored? Or yeah, it was Petrovsky. Yeah, Petrovicki put it towards the net, and all these names are so similar, man. Vistify, you're an L commenter with that freaking L take, man. Don't be toxic. Vistify, tell me what you're doing right now in your life, and tell me how it's any better than what we're doing here on YouTube. Tell me, and then maybe you can speak. Outside of that, being toxic with L stream comment with a Fortnite logo right now, ooh, you've got it. You've got to be real down bad to try to pick out another stream while having a Fortnite logo. Must be down bad. Thank you. Yeah, don't write off a Slovakia comeback. I'm with you. Don't write off a Slovakia comeback 100%. Hope you enjoy your Sunday Fortnite stream. Kiston says, HTH, if Latvia was good at hockey all the time, if they're a powerhouse, could they be rivals with Finns? Maybe, yeah. I mean, I think that's what comes down to rivalries, right? These kind of like certain skill like matching, I would say. I think when it comes down to it, I mean, the best rivalries for some of these, for some of the rivalries we've seen in the NHL comes down to kind of even play. The Flames and Oilers rivalry is always at its best. Battle of Alberta is always at its best when the two teams are in around the same point totals, same standings, and that's what happened the last couple of years. Same thing with Toronto, Ottawa. The Battle of Ontario, like early 2000s, was crazy. Same thing with Ottawa, Buffalo, mid 2000s, insane. When Buffalo had that stacked team and Ottawa had the Heatley, Alfredson, Spezza line. Sorry, oh my God, why was I drawing a blank? That was crazy, right? So that's always kind of what happens and how it goes. But Slovakia, man, gets themselves back in this game. It looks like it's been all Finland, but on the scoreboard, that's all that matters. All right, Vistify, stream Fortnite, and then send me a screenshot of you having 40 live viewers. Screenshot the 40 live viewers. If not, shut your mouth and have yourself a day. Appreciate you. What a bum. And I'll also, not in my basement, but thanks for coming out. Yeah, Alex, it's just a Sunday league I play. Yeah, I mean, Alex, Mr. Vistify here in the chat is too unintelligent to realize that I also have my own channel. But yes, I don't really take too much time to educate someone that this unintelligent individual here watching my stream on the THPN channel doesn't realize I have my own channel. But unfortunately, the intelligence is not there. But we're okay. We're good. I mean, I don't know what else to say. You can't really spell it out for some people like that. Enjoy your Fortnite stream, man. I mean, unlike yourself, I have full-time work and my schedule's pretty packed. I don't have time during the week to rip Fortnite streams, but you do you. All right, 2-2 score here, or 3-2 score here. My apologies. 27-7 are the shots for Finland. 10:35 left in the second period. We have 14 legends up in here. Cheers. Thank you, Vistify, for watching the stream. I appreciate it. Anyways, we'll see if Slovakia can make this a game, and then I'm sure the stream in the third period will be bumping if Slovakia can tie this up. Maybe we get an overtime. Simon Table is a little slide there across the blue line to Ratu. Can't be that much of an L stream if Buddy's sticking around, eh? Buddy's sticking around to watch the stream. I appreciate it. Yeah, it is a close game, and I'm glad it is. Honestly, I was worried when Finland got that 5-minute power play. I was like, this could be a mess. Thanks for being here, Hudson. I appreciate you. All right. It's also tough, guys. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not getting too pissed off as I would in past years when people show illegal streams to show these games on YouTube and stuff. But it is dumb. I mean, it's unfortunate TSN and NHL Network and some of these networks can't step up and shut these streams down because it's kind of pick and choose. In other events, they would shut them down, but I don't know why they don't shut them down for these. It would be pretty straightforward. All they have to do is submit a request to YouTube, show them that it's their copyrighted content, and then it gets shut down. Like, it's not that much of a process. It probably takes an hour to do, half an hour to do. And that channel would be shut down for good. Or not for good. I think it's like the suspension's like 3 months or something, but should Vancouver get the Grizzlies back? That would be pretty cool. I don't know if it's realistic, but it would be pretty cool. But yeah, guys, if you have anything else you want me to talk about, it could be any conversation. As I've said, I know I keep repeating myself, but I do want to talk hockey in general. So if you have any takes, any trade stuff you want to talk about, any season prediction stuff you want to talk about, drop it in the comments. All right. Yeah, like Alex, I've been saying, like, I'm not gonna like compare networks or anything, but I know Sportsnet does do pretty well in shutting streams like that down. I know they're usually pretty good at it. And honestly, it's unfortunate. Like, you see, I mean, that's why the numbers for me is like whatever, because I think at the end of the day, a lot of other channels on YouTube don't stream at all for World Juniors because they're so worried about the numbers. So I'm not going to bash people for not doing that, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of people don't stream at all because they don't want the numbers to be low. So when people come in and bash people for low viewers or bash people for low view counts, it's so like petty and it's just so low life. Because at the end of the day, it for the most part, unless you're a shit streamer, which again, I feel like you'd have to be pretty like boring to be a shit streamer. Like, anyone with good energy and good passion for what they talk about, I feel like we'll find people that want to watch and want to listen. Like, the only times numbers are low is if other people are just showing something that they're not, which for hockey purposes and sports purposes, if someone on YouTube is showing the game, you could be the best host ever. I said this like a couple streams ago. You could be the best entertainer ever. You could be the best host ever. But if someone else is showing the game, it really doesn't matter how much of an entertainer you are or how much of a host you are. Like, they're showing the game. That's what people want to see. That's what people want to get the best experience they can in terms of the hockey game. So sure, you might be doing great commentary and do great reactions, but they want to. They like. I would be the same. I would definitely be the same. I'd want to watch the game too. Yeah, Kissin. I know a lot of people want ESPN to take over for the World Juniors, but ESPN, I don't know. For hockey, there's still. I still want to see them step up more. All right, 1 minute left on the power play here. A pass in front, scores. Bro, how did he almost screw that up? It's Mata again. He's second of the game. A 4-1, 4-2, sorry, lead for Finland. What a costly penalty, man. Freaking costly penalty. The Cozy, feel bad for the guy, bro. Shots are 32-7 now. Peanut says, I watched Slovakia's game against Latvia and thought they were pretty bad, so a bit surprised how well they've played here. Yeah, well, Peanuts, I mean, I don't think they've played. I think they've been okay in terms of opportunity. Like, just what is that defending, though? That's what I'm saying. Like, Slovakia's defending is brutal. That's their biggest weakness by far. Their defending is so brutal. Some international fans can be toxic, but I don't think it's any different or any more than like North American fans. That's what you're referencing. All right, 8 minutes left here in the second period. Right. All right, puck sent down. That's going to be an icing in Slovakia. All right. All right, puck sent into the corner. Finland pressuring again. So that goal for Mata was assisted by Järventie and Kamel. And Kamel's been so productive in this tournament. Oh, we got some beef here, yo. We got some beef. Man, heavy beef. Heavy beef. Yeah, Slovakia, I don't know what to say, man. I mean, this game should have been so like desperation, man. Throw pucks on the net. Like, don't take penalties. Be disciplined. And they've like everything that they should have been doing this game. I know they've kept it close, but like they should have been way more disciplined. Like, they have 33 penalty minutes. Like, what is going on? You're supposed to be disciplined in this game, in a game where you literally need to win or get to overtime for it. And they just, I don't know what's going on. Anyways, reset here for Finland. 6:40 left in the second period. All right, let's see here. I also wanted to ask you guys, who do you think out of the underdogs? So take Finland. Like I would even say, I don't know if Sweden's an underdog, but I would say Finland's favorite in this tournament, right there with Canada, and I would say U.S. is up there. So, chat between Sweden, Czechia. Do you think Czechia could have as much of a chance as Sweden, or does anyone in the chat think that? Is it Switzerland that's going to sneak in? Like, does anyone see an upset? Is what I'm trying to ask in the quarterfinals. Does anyone in the chat think there's an upset coming in the quarterfinals? Ask away. Yeah, but no, definitely a harsh ratio on the shots. For sure. Oh, coming in. Oh, was that slamming table? That was close for Finland to potentially go up 5-2 there. That was close. All right. Oh, geez, man. That was close. Slovakia is escaping a couple big opportunities here. Under 5 to go in the second period. Upset coming. Okay, your predictions in the chat, guys. We have 30 in the live stream right now, guys. My question is, there's 4:30 left in the second period. Who would your upset be in the quarterfinals? If you had to pick, like Czechia, do you think maybe, like I said, if Sweden goes for an upset, because Sweden beat the U.S. tonight, any other teams, like could is it Switzerland or who's in the fourth team in that group? So if we're looking at the standings here, so Slovakia, okay, so it'd be Slovakia in fourth. So I guess it would be Slovakia against the US probably. But Czechia would be playing likely Sweden. That's what I'm asking. So could Czechia upset Sweden? Maybe. Anyways, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're new, hit that like, hit the notification bell. Let us know if you're a new viewer and where you're watching from. Ooh, Kamel looking for the pass across. A long shot scores. What is that position? Lukoski, man. Oh, that's brutal. 5-2 Finland. That is such a brutal one to allow. From the outside of the circle, man. That is so brutal to allow. That is so brutal. That's brutal. So is that Atu Ratu that just scored? Yep. Brutal. Freaking brutal. Yeah, I like Joachim Kamel a lot. I think that was such a big pickup. Like, man, that's what I'm saying. I think the Preds, man, I think they get these underrated guys. And I think Kamel at 17th overall, I think it's going to be a huge, huge. Like, I'm looking at the Preds drafting lately. Like, so I'm not too informed on their draft class for 2022 outside of Joachim Kamel, but between Svechkov, LaRue, Scaroff, Evangelista, Tomasino. Like some of the recent draft picks, I think Tomasino's so underrated. I think Tomasino will potentially be a breakout candidate. I'm going to make a video talking about breakout candidates for this upcoming season. I think Tomasino can be one for the Preds if he gets a top 9 chance. So he's playing a lot of bottom 6 role play with the Preds last season. Oh, we got another scrum here. Another scrum here. Slovakia, Finland do not like each other. You'd say Czech Bodo for the upset. There you go. 33 in the chat, guys. We love this. Again, guys, don't be shy. Comment in the chat who you think is going to upset, or if you have any predictions for this tournament. I'm going to say Czechia. Czechia for the upset. I'm on the Czechia team. And honestly, I'm still on the line of saying Canada-US gold medal game. I think US probably beats Czechia. I think that's how it lines up, right? And then Canada, right? I guess it depends. The lower seed, maybe Canada would play it, depending on the record. But I guess we'll see how US fare against Sweden tonight. But regardless, we have an idea on how things are going to shape up at least. Good save, man. But then he screwed up on that Ratu goal. Like, bro, how, man? Like, such poor defense, too. Like, what? Oh, he fully slipped, man. That should be a routine save. He fully slipped, but, like, freaking Slovakia's defense, man. They've been shit in the bed. They've been freaking shit in the bed. All right, 2:40 left in the second period. But yeah, we'll talk about some. We'll have a conversation about some topics, guys, at intermission. Anything you guys want to talk about? Maybe we'll talk about some Habs prospects or targets. I know watching Connor Bedard yesterday, the Habs are definitely one of those teams that could end up getting a Bedard, but other teams out there like a Buffalo, Chicago, eyes on the prize potentially. But there's a lot of future conversations when we look at World Juniors and look at 2023 draft as well. This upcoming World Juniors in December will be really interesting as well. I know the eyes on this tournament haven't been as to the point of what we've seen in past World Juniors, just because it's in the summer, it's in August. I think it should be really good for some people. Oh, a stretch pass here, scores. Oh my God, bro, this is becoming a shit show. Kapanen with the goal, 6-2 Finland. Oliver Kapanen. What a mess. God, man, it was so close. We had a 3-2 hockey game like 5-10 minutes ago. Hey, team, yeah, that's kind of where a lot of people are at, right? Seeing what Wallstead can do. Like, I'm intrigued what Wallstead can do for sure, and I hope he plays well tonight. Yeah, Bodo, it's pretty ridiculous. Like, we're through 2 periods basically, and they're almost at 40 shots. Like, unreal. Pretty unreal. But yeah, guys, 30 in the chat. If you have any questions for me, team, let us know who you're intrigued by, like outside of that for wild prospects. And yeah, welcome if you're a new subscriber. Like for myself, not to say he's like necessarily considered, I don't think he's considered a prospect anymore, but Kalen Addison, I'm really intrigued by Addison. I think Addison could be a really intriguing piece. I think he's one of the guys that he probably won't fit into the Wild picture quite yet, just because of the logjam they have on defense. But if the Wild were to trade like a Matt Dumba or a Kulikov, I'll talk about it in an upcoming video. But I do think the Wild could have an interesting kind of situation there with Addison. I think Addison still has a lot of untapped potential. So Oliver Kapanen's first of the tournament boosts the lead to 6-2. Rafkin and Järventie with the assists on that one. All right, puck dumped in again. Finland trying to get a reset, and that's going to be blown dead at the line, but there's also an injured player here for Slovakia. It's Petrovsky, I think, with the injury. Petrovsky scored a goal in this one, and now injured. Seems like he's up, and it looks like he may have got hit up high. Not sure with the stick or what it was, but something clipped him. Hey, how's it going, Ben? Welcome if you're a new subscriber, a new viewer to the channel. So how's Brad Lambert played? I've only just joined. Yeah, Ben, honestly, in comparison to other games, I haven't seen too much of a Lambert. He had a couple opportunities on the power play. Finland's had a lot of power play time. I think, hold me to this, but I think in terms of penalty minutes, I got it on the board right now. I was going to say 33. Am I close? I got it on the screen right now. 33, yeah. So Slovakia has 33 penalty minutes up to this point, and Lambert's been sitting on the power play a couple times. Had a pretty good one-timer in the high slot, just missed the net, and he's had a couple opportunities where he's trying to create some opportunities on the power play. But I think that's mostly how I've seen Lambert in this game, more so just a power play guy. He hasn't done a lot 5-on-5. But again, I think Lambert's had his moments in his tournament where he's looked really good. And obviously had a one-timer goal in the high slot earlier in the tournament, I think in game 1. But so team, let me know, because maybe I'll make a video talking about it, or I'll talk about it on the stream right now. Team, if you could talk about 3 guys you want the Wild to target and 3 guys you want the Wild to trade, drop it in the comments, and prospects and maybe young guys you're excited about, because I can talk about that. I was going to talk about the Habs a little bit intermission. And Ben, anyone, guys, if you want me to talk about a certain topic here in intermission, or it's kind of becoming a little bit of a blowout here, maybe. So if you want me to talk about some NHL teams, NHL prospects, I can kind of hold some conversations like that throughout the third period and still mix in some commentary. So team, let me know 3 Wild players you want me to talk about, maybe that they'll trade, 3 Wild guys, and maybe 3 guys you'd want the Wild to target maybe out there right now, just based on your knowledge. But yeah, Boldy, Rossi, Addison, Wallstead, like the Wild have an underrated future. They even have a couple guys overseas, and yeah, Lambos could be an interesting one. But yeah, for sure. I mean, that's kind of where my biases lie sometimes, team. Like, I was a defenseman. I played AA hockey, always a defenseman, and there's a lot of defensive prospects. That's why I'm always hyping up like a guy like Calen Addison. I think Addison has a lot of untapped potential. Even I've liked what I've seen from Lambos at times, and yeah, there's just certain defensive prospects I always hype up. Like, one of my favorite young defensemen in the league right now is Jamie Drysdale. I'm so excited for what Drysdale does for the Ducks. So Drysdale's one of the guys I'll be watching out for a lot. Another young defenseman that I'm really intrigued by. Well, actually, I'll just list a couple here. But watching Luke Hughes in this tournament and seeing what Quinn Hughes has done for the Canucks, I'm really excited for Luke Hughes. And I'm also, and this is a biased take, but I'm extremely excited to see Niemela keep developing. I think, I don't want to say I've seen a stall in his development a little bit, but I feel like Niemela was up here and Hervinen was like a little bit behind in terms of like the hype. And I feel like Hervinen's caught up in terms of the hype a little bit, and Niemela still with a decent amount of hype in terms of ceiling. But I think because he's kind of played with men, he's kind of come down to maybe reality a little bit. But I don't know. I don't know what it is. I feel like Niemela, I expect more from him, what I've seen in this tournament so far. Maybe that's just because there's been such high expectations on him, but I'm expecting to see more from Niemela. Well, that's why I'm interested to see what team says in terms of Wild targets and who he thinks the Wild could trade. Like, right now I have a couple guys. Like, I think Kulikov could be a guy they move to create some space for a guy like Addison. And I also think Dumba could be moved at any point, but they might, I don't know if they have to retain cap or what will happen, but that's kind of The Dumba one's really interesting. The $6 million cap hit. He hasn't been what they've expected of him during this contract. He's had his struggles, and I think Wild fans are kind of over. A top six, a top mid six center. Gotcha. Well, team, how would you feel about maybe a Charlie Coyle reunion? Because I was even saying, like, for Boston, like, I feel like with McAvoy out to start the year, maybe they would be intrigued by like a Dumba on the right side. If it meant the Wild taking back, like, Brant Clark, I'm really intrigued by too. Or even like, how would you feel about maybe like a Christian Dvorak with Montreal? He can play center and wing, and his contract's not too bad. Or I'm trying to think of other examples here, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely intriguing. I think I wonder if Boston tries to trade Coyle. There's been some rumors around it. Any other ones I'm thinking? Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of maybe another example of a player the Wild could target. Yeah, I don't know. Tough to say. We are at intermission, guys. So let me know what you think. Do you think I think based on what we're seeing right now, it's probably GG's on this game. But yeah, so the Minnesota Wild team, I think overall, I think the younger players and some of the guys they have overseas, I'm really long term, I'm still really excited for the Minnesota Wild. I think obviously these Parise and Suter contracts, like the buyouts, those cap hits are brutal against their salary cap. But in 2-3 years, when the cap goes up, and then you talk about the Wild having some of these younger pieces on top of the core they already have, built off of Kaprizov, built on. I mean, Zuccarello is obviously getting older, but I even think Rossi coming into the fold, Boldy and what he's shown so far. I think Wallstead as the future in net is going to come in perfect timing after Marc-Andre Fleury's contract's over. I was talking about that the other day, and I think Philip Gustafson still has a lot of untapped potential. I think Lambeau's in there, as you said, a couple prospect overseas. So, I mean, the Wild, I think their timeline is perfect in terms of Fleury a couple of years, and then Wallstead will be in there. I like the potential of the suggestion of the Wild targeting a middle six guy, because I wonder, it's like Freddie Gaudreau has a year left on his contract. So will they be moving on from Freddie Gaudreau? I think it all depends on like where the Wild are at in the season. Like if they're a contender, because I think the kind of that frame, kind of that mindset for the Wild is like they could go as high as like second in the division all the way to like fourth or fifth potentially. So they could be like a division spot team, wildcard team, or I could even see them missing the playoffs. The Wild are tough. I think it all depends on Fleury's health and what Fleury does, or Philip Gustafson. Will they trade Matt Dumba? I could see them also trading like a Kulikov. But the Dumba one is like, I think fans, as I said, like I think Wild fans want to see Dumba moved on. That $6 million cap, and he's got a year left. I mean, all depends on how the Wild are, as I said, in the season and what their mindset is going into the trade deadline. Because I mean, at the end of the day, if they're selling at the deadline, then the Wild fully could they could just retain 50% on Dumba and maybe get like a second round pick or something. I really like Kalen Addison, as I said. I think Addison, Lambeau's coming in. I think the conversation is like, who do you move? So if it's Kulikov and Dumba, then obviously you still have the core of like Brodin, Spurgeon, and then you brought Middleton in. You even kept Merrill in there. So we'll see. I mean, when you look at the Wild cap friendly, a lot of their defense right now, like their current defense, is short-term guys. Like 4 of these guys you're probably not going to see long-term on the Wild. The only guy I could maybe see stick around for a bit just because of his age is Middleton, because they signed him to a 3-year deal. I could see Middleton stick around for a while. But Kulikov, Goligoski, Dumba, Merrill, I would say in 2-3 years, all these guys are gone. Spurgeon stays long-term. Brodeen stays probably long-term. And Middleton maybe long-term. So after that, the spots get filled up by a Lambos, by an Addison. And then past that, I mean, probably just maybe an addition through free agency, trade, or, and I didn't even mention this guy yet, Ryan O'Rourke. I'm really high on Ryan O'Rourke. I think between Lambos, O'Rourke, and Addison, the Wild have, I would say, a decent amount to be excited about for their overall defense core in like 3-4 years. And then once those Suter Parise contracts, I mean, once you get to like, what is it, year, I think 2025, I think. It's in around, 2025, 2026. Those cap hits only go down to $833K. It sucks. It honestly sucks that they have to wait 3 years for those cap hits that are affecting them 6 and 7 million against the cap each. Like, that's nuts. Like over 14 mil against the cap for those guys. But by 2025, the cap will be up. 2025, 2026, you could lock in the Wild for being like a consistent playoff contender. And they may even be a contender every year up until that point if they use their cap space wisely, because you do have Boldy right now on his ELC. You have, you have Boldy on his ELC right now. You have Rossi, I think, he's got a couple of years left on his ELC. Or does he have the full 3 years? I guess he does have the full 3 years because he hasn't played enough. So Rossi has the full 3 years on the ELC. Boldy has the 1 year left on his ELC. And then you just drafted a guy like Ogren. Like Liam Ogren, I'm really high on him as well for the Wild. So obviously that's a big time addition from this 2022 draft. In terms of the Wild, like targeting guys, I mean, I've talked about it. I mean, would a reunion like Charlie Coyle make some sense if the Bruins were taking back like a Dumba or another contract back the other way? I even made like a hot take and kind of a funny suggestion to say, like, if they made like a dump like that, like, and sent Dumba the other way and got an asset from the Bruins, maybe the Wild would consider reuniting or uniting the Foligno brothers together and having Nick and Marcus Foligno on the same team. I think that would be pretty funny, because then Nick Foligno, only 1 year left, then maybe he just signs a cheap deal with the Wild and retires with the Wild with his brother. I mean, I don't think the Wild would mind signing Nick Foligno to a minimum deal or under $1 million. Like, that would be pretty cheap for a couple of years. Christian Dvorak could be another target. If you're replacing a guy like Freddie Gaudreau, we'll see what his future is. Christian Dvorak could be a good guy to have for a lot of teams, and the Wild could be one of those teams to target. Still fairly young. I feel like the Habs are going to trade off a lot of guys. He'd be a good middle six guy to have, whether he's playing center on the second line, or he can play left wing as well. So the Wild are probably going to target some guys like that with term that are on good deals. They're not going to really target guys that are rentals, I don't think, at least, unless it's like a cheap rental if they're in a really good playoff spot. I just think with their cap situation, they want to find good like value players on 3 or 4 year deals, or even like 3 year deals that can ride out through this kind of cap problem era until those buyout cap hits are down in 2025. So the Wild have a lot of question marks, but I think in terms of their prospect pool and in terms of their timeline, they're still going to be really good right now, but I think extremely good when if they can sign Kaprizov to an extension in 3 years. And in that 2025, 2026 year, Kaprizov will still be under contract. And I think there's a big opportunity for the Wild to like maybe even go on a cup run. So we're going to see a lot from the Wild and Bill Guerin and a lot of maneuvering, but I think they still have a really competitive team, and it could be a team, I would say, not to take lightly this year. What about Dumba for? No, I mean, Richard, I think McCann under contract has a lot more value. Like, Dumba's a rental, right? I don't think that works, especially with Seattle. They just signed Justin Schultz. I just don't think that's a fit. Team says, I trust Billy G with whatever happens. I may be against some of the trades he's made, Kakkonen, but I think so far he's the best GM we've had in a long time, if not ever. There you go, team. Yeah, I mean, the Kakkonen trade was whatever. I think here's what I'll say, team. And I'll just play devil's advocate on your comment there. They basically brought in a Kakkonen-esque and Philip Gustafson in the Cam Talbot trade. I get it. It wasn't the most ideal, but I love the Jacob Middleton fit with the Wild, and I think that's a really good cap hit to have him at. Again, the Middleton situation is weird because he's always been like a guy under the radar AHL guy kind of vibe. But how he's played, if he can keep that consistently, like if he plays how he did last year, that cap hit is really good. And I'm just going based on what I've seen from Middleton. I can't really predict how he's going to play, but just based on what I've seen. I do want to talk about Montreal a little bit, guys, during this intermission. So the Habs, in terms of, like, I've seen it a lot on Cap Friendly. The Habs are a team that a lot of people have looked at, like, not just for this upcoming year for moves, but like the next year or two. Like next year, 2023, it's hard not to talk about the Habs going for another high draft pick, whether it's Bedard, Mitchkov, Fantilli. And if the Habs get one of those guys, like, their rebuild is going to be boosted big time. Like, it's going to be accelerated big time. I think if the chances of getting a Bedard are there, and getting a Bedard in a potential top 6 core that includes Slafkovsky, Suzuki, Caulfield, and whoever else gets that opportunity in that top 6, whether it's Misak, whether Gallagher and Anderson stay, whatever happens, like Montreal's top 6 could get like boosted big time if they got a Bedard or Fantilli. I think there's a lot of moves that Montreal can make. I even saw as like recently, like I think Montreal and Edmonton, I've talked about it. Like I think Montreal and Edmonton make too much sense to make a trade, as I've already talked about. I've even seen recently people saying like Montreal should target a Raphael Lavoie from Edmonton. Just people are always looking for that connection, right? People are, and maybe Edmonton's targets a Jonathan Drouin, or Edmonton targets, I don't know, a Mike Hoffman, as we've talked about. But I've seen a couple Montreal fans talk about Raphael Lavoie. And that's an interesting target. I think you're looking for younger wingers. You're looking for younger prospects. And Lavoie, who Quebec represent, he did play in the Q, and I believe he played for the Halifax Mooseheads for a while as well. So if Edmonton had him offered up potentially in a package, maybe they target like a Hoffman or a Duran if Montreal was willing to take contracts back. So like a Fogle and maybe Puljujarvi's in that deal. It's a possibility, but again, I think Duran and Hoffman's value is just not really there. So Montreal would definitely have to take contracts back. I think also in terms of Montreal moves, it's really interesting. I mean, the Dubois conversation's been out there for so long. I think like when you talk about Dubois and targeting a guy like that, it's just Cheveldayoff and the Jets, like that situation, they're going to be patient. I can't just see them going, okay, Dubois, you want to go to Montreal? Like, go to Montreal. I've talked about that a lot on this channel and or the Hot Take Hockey channel, and now like here as well, is that like I don't get how that situation is going to materialize. Like the guy just makes it public through his agent that he wants to go to Montreal, or at least he argues that, oh no, I didn't say that. Like it was just like, I feel like that was calculated, and maybe I'm wrong, but say Dubois does go to Montreal, like the pieces going back to Winnipeg, the rumors of saying they want Suzuki, like if it's not Suzuki, okay. Like I think you're looking at, as I said, it's got to be decent pieces. So if Dvorak's going back the other way, Montreal would have to send a couple prospects. So if it's a defensive prospect, does Winnipeg ask for like a Misak or something in that trade? Because Montreal, I would say Montreal has Suzuki, Caulfield, and Slafkovsky. Obviously, like I would say a no-go, untouchable. So defensive prospects, does Winnipeg look at a Gouli or I don't know who they'd look at. Honestly, it's interesting. Is it draft picks on top of like a Dvorak? I don't think Winnipeg really wants older players in any sense. Like I think they want to retool a little bit also. At the same time, they have younger players coming to the fold. Like Winnipeg's drafted some underrated guys recently. And I mean, if you look at it, they just got Lambert late in the first round, and that could be a steal. They already have Perfetti, who probably makes an impact this year. So Montreal would have to give some pieces that make sense to Winnipeg in terms of their projection. Obviously, it depends. But if Montreal, as I said, if Montreal got a Bedard or got a Mitchkov or got a Fantilli, if they traded for one of those centers or signed one of those centers, I know Montreal fans were all over potentially going Huberdeau, but if they get a Dubois or like a similar player to that extent, then you're talking about such a huge turnaround. Maybe Winnipeg would even ask for a Kirby Dach. I don't know. But I think Montreal has an interesting situation where if they want to get a guy that's a 1-2 punch with Suzuki, if they don't get a Bedard or Fantilli, they might just go after a guy like Dubois. And I think they're going to make sure in the next 2-3 years with Slafkovsky, with Caulfield, with guys like that on the wing, they want a 1-2 punch. So Dubois, Bedard, whoever it is that they get, then they're going to have that 1-2 punch with Suzuki. And do they trade one of, I don't know, Kirby Dach or Jake Evans? Because at the end of the day, I think with Jake Evans' projections, like I can't see that guy consistently being a fourth liner guy. Like I see him at least being third line. And that would maybe be where Kirby Dach is. So then does that mean someone else slides to the wing if they want to keep Kirby Dach long term? I think the Kirby Dach experiment is going to be really interesting this upcoming year. And I think it really depends on how well Kirby Dach plays, their motivations to potentially getting another center in the top 6. I think Montreal is going to be trading wingers, as I've talked about. Duran moving on, Hoffman moving on. Like a couple of these guys they'll be moving on from. Armia, maybe. What's Gallagher's future? In terms of defense, I think they like the Matheson fit. I think they still might target a guy on that right defense, as I've talked about. I think Jake Allen could be a trade piece here, as I've talked about as well. And maybe Vegas is one of those teams that looks at Jake Allen. I think there's a bunch of teams that might look at Jake Allen. I do think Montreal could be one of those teams that also helps another team and gets a draft pick back. So maybe Montreal talks to Dallas and goes, hey, we'll take the Hudobin contract, sauce as a draft pick, and maybe you can have one of our wingers or one of our defensemen. I don't know. I think there was definitely talks with with Dallas and Montreal on Jeff Petrie. So maybe there's a trade to happen still there where Montreal takes the Hudobin contract and maybe it becomes a bigger deal, or Montreal just takes the draft pick back. So Montreal is definitely going to be so busy with trades and definitely so busy with targets. And they'll move guys out. But I think by 2024, 2025, similar to how I've talked about other teams, Montreal is going to be built potentially really well. We'll see what happens with Caden Primo or what kind of goalie they have for the future. I think that's probably my biggest question mark because they have some defensive prospects. I think Montreal is going to be good in the forward group, especially if they get a top 3, top 5 pick. But Montreal is definitely going to be interesting on that front because they could have a quick rebuild as well. So anyways, guys, good conversation. I just wanted to talk about a couple teams. I like just spitting my thoughts on a couple teams here. If you have any other teams you want me to talk about, and yeah, Winnipeg does need to go young and develop some homegrown guys like through the draft. I think if they draft guys and have them comfortable in the system, I was even surprised that because I think they were able to. Who was the guy from Winnipeg? Well, there's a couple of guys that they could have drafted from Winnipeg. Like Seth Jarvis is from Winnipeg, and I think who did Winnipeg draft in that draft? That's another interesting one, right? Because Seth Jarvis is from Winnipeg. The Hurricanes drafted him 13th overall. And yeah, the Jets drafted Cole Perfetti. So, I mean, Cole Perfetti could end up being an amazing piece for the Jets, and I think he probably will be. But say Perfetti didn't want to stay in the Jets long term, like Jarvis would have been a lot more likely to stay with Winnipeg long term. So that's also the tough thing with Winnipeg and their location and the criticisms around being in Winnipeg. I feel like Seth Jarvis would have loved playing for Winnipeg. And I think that's why at the time, some people actually did predict Seth Jarvis going to Winnipeg. I forget what my prediction was, but I think definitely another interesting perspective. Winnipeg needs to get guys that obviously want to play for that team and want to stay on that team because now they've had Laine complain about it. They've had now Dubois complaining about it. They had even Roslovic complaining about it. So I don't know. They've had great players stay there. Like Connor and Ehlers are signed for a few years, which is huge for the Jets. So we'll see if Scheifele, Wheeler, some guys like that do get dealt. So anyways, guys, give me a 1 in the chat if you think Finland's going to take this game over. 2 in the chat if you think Slovakia will make things interesting in some sense here. Let me know in the chat. Hey, there you go, Jacob. Buzzing, eh? Yeah, Bodo, what do you think? Do you think Vegas is done? Do you think Vegas is going to start turning mediocre? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, guys, make sure you drop a like if you haven't yet. Hit that subscribe button. If you have any other questions for me, hockey-related, NHL-related, whatever it is, don't be shy, please. Ask your questions down below. And Bodo says, small market teams should take a shot at homegrown talent, especially when they have potential. And that's what I'm saying, Bodo. Seth Jarvis was drafted 3 picks later than Cole Perfetti, and I think Cole Perfetti is going to be a really good piece for Winnipeg. But off the small chance that Perfetti doesn't end up wanting to stay in Winnipeg long-term, they're going to look low-key new to life if Jarvis wanted to be there. And I don't know the inside information on that, but I'm just saying like that's an example of like Seth Jarvis would have been like an insane homegrown talent for Winnipeg. Because look at his skill set right now and what he's doing for Carolina. So good. Seth Jarvis is really good. He's going to be really good for a while probably. But yeah, guys, we got 35 likes. Our goal is to try to get 50 likes, but at the very least, let's get 40. We need 5 more likes. I was about to say 4 because I thought I didn't drop a like, so I was going to drop a like on it. But let's try to get 4 more likes, get 39, and then everyone's going to be spamming the likes to be that 40th like. So we need 5 more. Let's get 4 more right now, and then everyone's going to be buzzing. And we're at 2.5. Yeah, we're at 2.51 now. Okay, subscribers. Let's go. So we've gained like 20 subscribers in this stream. That's a W. Let's go. 16:30 left in the third period. 38 to 11 are the shots in favor of Finland. Vegas is already mediocre, Victor says. Whoa, Jacob, what do you have to say about that? Victoria thinks Finland's taking this over. All right, fair enough. Oh, little shot there in the corner. Slovakia is getting cheesed. Man, they're only at 11 shots. Like, what is going on, man? Napping. The fact that Slovakia even has 2 goals, I think it's crazy. Like, I think it's so disappointing, man. Like, I just personally think I get Slavkovsky and Nemeth. Like, I get the prioritizing like the NHL season, but I think it's also just a bigger thing to have sometimes, like for the overall of your country. Like, I get for their personal gain, but I think it put like Slovakia so much more on the map if those guys were playing. Like, Slovakia would be much more in some of these games, and I think they'd have a chance to be like in the semis. Because like, I'm watching Slovakia right now, I don't see how they have a chance to upset. That's why I'm thinking like the best chance at an upset is probably Czechia. Outside of that, we're probably getting a Final Four of what we've expected, which is Canada, US, Finland, Sweden. Unless Czechia upsets. Yeah, Richard, exactly. Half the game shorthanded is right. Bodo says if you can get a good player homegrown, do it. It's not like baseball where somebody will take them for 100 billion, so you can keep a quality player for a while. Yeah. 3, nothing happens. Both teams talk it out of center and refs went. There you go, team. But yeah, team, I'm not sure if you've checked out my personal YouTube channel on this platform, Hot Take Hockey. You seem like a chill viewer, so I definitely want you around in the community regardless. Make sure, I hope to see you back on THPN, this YouTube channel, but if you want to check out my YouTube channel as well, I do appreciate it. Give it a little bit of a shout because you do seem really chill, so I do want to make sure that people that are chill and good commenters and good people in the community do stick around if they'd like to, of course. But man, that was a nasty toe drag there. Jeez, Finland just, are they toying with them a bit or what? All right, back to the point. A fan shot, broken stick, and loose in front scores. That was just chaotic again. Like some of these goals in general. So that's going to be a 7-2 lead for Finland. But Vaisanainen or Vaisanainen. I don't know too much on. I think his name. I think it's pronounced Vaisanainen. I think. I don't know too much on him. Let me see. I think it's Vaisanainen. I think that's how it's pronounced, to be honest. He was a 4th round pick of the Rangers. Okay, last year. Didn't know too much on him going into this tournament. The Rangers have so many guys in this tournament. It's nuts. Like Rangers, prospect on Slovakia. They have, let's see. They have a prospect on Slovakia. They have a prospect on Czechia. Let's see. So they have one on Slovakia, one on Czechia. They have like 4 on Canada. They have one, and they have how many on they have one on Finland, as I just said. And I think they have a couple on the US, or is it just one? I guess maybe just one, Brett Berard. But still, man, like the Rangers have so many prospects in this tournament. It sounds like they have the most. Yeah, Rich, it's too early to tell. I don't know. I'll talk with Dylan about it and we'll see. But it also depends on my schedule, Richard. So just for you guys, like I'll just say, because I don't really talk about it too much. So I'll be calling some Steelheads OHL hockey in the building this year. Not full time, part time, but I just really don't know my schedule on that yet. So I won't know my schedule on that until September, and I don't know my schedule on work yet. And what like I would imagine is just going to stay on the schedule, but streams are probably going to be limited in the sense that on my own channel, the Hot Take Hockey channel, I'll probably only be able to do like 2 per week potentially. I hope to do more. Like I want to be able to do more, but I'm just thinking based on my schedule, I'll probably only be able to do like 2 or 3 per week, and it might end up being like for example, if I do 3 streams per week, 1 or 2 of them might probably be like Leaf streams, just because I'm watching them anyway, so I'll be able to stream. So like if I do 3 streams per week, for example, 2 of them potentially Leafs. But again, I mean, I look at it the perspective of like maybe I can have guests on, so it's not as biased of a stream, because like Leafs will always play different teams. Do they broadcast the Steelheads? Yeah, Bodo, you can watch it on like OHL or CHL TV. I think it's subscription based. But yeah, they broadcast it on CHL TV or OHL TV, or like through radio in Ontario. But yeah, what else was I going to say? Yeah, and just honestly making videos too. I want to keep making videos, and a lot of that will happen in the evening and on weekends too. So just my schedule will be busy. I was talking to my friends, like I won't have too much of a social life once October rolls around. Like late September, early October, once that rolls around, I will. I'm so busy right now as it is, but when hockey season starts full time, like I will be barely having a social life. I'll just be so busy. I think that's with a lot of people though, especially for people in school too. Hey, thank you, Bodo. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely it's a it's a lot on the go, but as someone young coming out of school, I'm just I'm trying to put in the work where I can. So I appreciate everyone, guys, being in here. And make sure again you drop the like. Let's get to 40 likes, as I said. Whether you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, Hot Take Hockey, or subscribed to this channel, or hopefully subscribe to both. I hope to see you more going forward, whether it's throughout the World Juniors. I'll be streaming more, and in the NHL season. I do appreciate you coming in, guys. I'll stay live here for another 15, 20 minutes as this game comes down to the end. And yeah, we're at 37 likes. So we need 3 more likes, guys. 3 more thumbs up. It's free to 40 likes. Let's do it. Hey, team, again, I do appreciate the support and you being here. So I just want to say that my last ice hockey game I ever went to triple overtime. I faced exactly 50 shots and saved 47, and we won at 4-3, triple overtime. I also consider my defense crap, and periods are 15 minutes and 5-0. Teams, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That is wild. I'm talking about the Mississauga Steelheads of the OHL. That's what I'm talking about. All right, 11:05 left in the third period. Shots are 42-12 for Finland. Pass across on the right side, outside the circle. Below the net, a bouncing puck, and here comes Slovakia. I mean, Slovakia, bro. Like, you guys could have been pushing back. I get how good Finland is, but a long shot. That's a weak one. See, like you don't give up the last couple goals. Like these last couple goals Finland's given up, or sorry, Slovakia's given up. They were so weak, man. It's 7-3 now. This could have been such a closer game if not for the penalties, lack of discipline from Slovakia. But Slovakia scores the weakest goal ever from the point. It's a 7-3 game. This was such a weak one. Look at this. Did this get deflected? Oh, it did get deflected. That's funny. Good deflection in front, though. Good deflection in front. That's a horrible tie. Like, there's no tie up there from anyone on Finland. 3 guys surrounding 1 Slovak, and he gets the deflection. So, guys, honestly, man, I hope Slovakia scores 2 goals in the next, like, 5 minutes and we get, like, chaos at the end. Even if they don't come back, like, I could see Slovakia scoring, like, 2 goals and making this, like, a 7-5 game and just some chaos in the last couple minutes. That's all I want. Yeah, because some IIHF refs sometimes questionable. I also, man, I'm cutting it close. I have to like leave in like 20 minutes, so I'm literally ending the stream, and I have to like leave. So busy. Not the most like I can't believe the weekend's almost over again. Ugh, rough. Oh shit! There you go, team. Respects. Well, team, I hope to see you commenting more on YouTube. You got 26 goals in 13 games. There you go. That's sweet. Petrovicki with the primary assist there. All right. Under 10 to go in this third period. Slovakia dumps it in. Is this a commercial break? If it's a commercial break, I'll get a glass of water quick. I think it's going to be. All right. It's going to be a quick commercial break, guys. So I'm going to take a quick 1-minute commercial break, and I'll be right back. Just going to get a drink of water. My apologies. Appreciate the patience. Finland's back on the power play, by the way. So back from commercial break, 8.5 left in the third period. And another shot attempt scores. Finland up 8-3. Oh my. Simon Tobel with another goal. Jeez, team, you're buzzing. Minnesota State rep. It's pretty wild. Man, these guys are going wild in the stands, man. It's like a Sunday. It's in Edmonton. It's like Sunday at like 2:20 p.m. and these guys are buzzing, man. Like how many in deep? That's crazy, bro. These guys are buzzing. That's what I thought, Aiden. I thought this was gonna be a close game. I totally jinxed it. I was like, oh, I thought this was gonna be a blowout. Like a blowout incoming. I was like, nah, we got a close game. Nah, we got the blowout. Rough. Pretty rough. All right. Just over 7 left in the third period. All right. If you have any questions, guys, as this game is coming to its finish, definitely ask in the comments. And yeah, I'll probably be ending it right after the game's over. Just because like 8-3, like there's not much to talk about in a blowout game like this. So Slovakia, bro, they've been so undisciplined, man. Like, it's just so dumb. It's embarrassing, man. They're just wasting so much time. If we're gonna take these stupid penalties, at least like freaking smoke a guy. Like, oh my, it's so dumb. Is this guy freaking new? This guy had no idea. Like, are you new, buddy? I know they've killed like, bro. How many penalty minutes has it been? 37 penalty minutes. Like, what a shit show. What's up, Rainiel? Thanks for being here. What a disaster. All right, a one-timer attempt by Kamel. That's deflected down low. Now up top again, Simon Table across the right side. Ooh, Yarvente was looking for that screamer top right corner. Now Kamel again, Predators prospect back to the point. Now Kamel in front. That's deflected. Maya couldn't put it home. He's got I think 2-goal performance right now. Imo Salmi to the left side for Kamel. Oh my. Rough. All right. But yeah, I'm definitely interested to see what happens with Sweden-US tonight. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, 18 in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. Hit the like. If you want to follow me on Twitter, Hot Take Hockey on Twitter, or follow the Hockey Pod Net on Twitter. It's on the screen there under live stream. Use promo code THPN DraftKings. I was sprinkling a little Little funds on DraftKings for MLB yesterday, which was a dub. Here comes Ratu, a drop pass. Back to the blue line. Niemela to the right side, a one-timer. That stopped. Now waiting, back to the point. Niemela to the right, across. Waiting, a shot. Scores. Jeez. So Niemela is going to get the primary assist there. And that's off the post. And did that get deflected? Let's see. No, that's Putio's goal. Yeah, that's Putio's goal. That didn't get deflected. It just went straight off the post. Yeah, what a shot by Putio. So that was Niemela to Putio, and I thought it may have got deflected off the Slovakia guy or Simon Table in front of the net, but it's going to be Putio's goal on the power play. 9-3 Finland. Hey, SK, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get some SK hype in the chat. Team, thank you again for subscribing to Hot Take Hockey and this channel. Let's get some team hype in the chat. Adam, big shout out to you. Thank you for watching. Well, team, if you're subscribed to both my channel and this channel on YouTube, I'll see you in the comments. And I don't know why you got banned, but as long as you're chill and no disrespect in the chat, I can't see you getting banned on here. So, yeah, Adam, I was going pretty crazy on the Hot Take Hockey channel for that live stream. I was going pretty crazy with the draft reaction. So I posted some of the clips, and it was pretty wild for sure. All right, look around the boards. 3:45 left in the third period. All right. 9-3. That's so rough. All right, guys. 3.5 left. Any last questions? Any last comments? Before the stream's done? Yeah, Hellenius wasn't in the lineup tonight for Finland. Or I guess today. I shouldn't say tonight because it is afternoon in both Toronto, Ontario here and Edmonton, Ontario. Edmonton, Alberta. Sorry, Edmonton, Ontario. Edmonton, Alberta and Toronto, Ontario. Gotcha, team. Jeez. Yeah, that's a write-off situation right there. Ratu and Niemela with the assist on that last goal there from Putio. 2:38 left in the third. Yeah, guys, if you want to reach out to me, shoot me a DM on Twitter, Instagram, wherever. Don't hesitate to shoot me a direct message as well. If you have any questions about the channel or hockey in general. All right. Yeah, I mean, watching Finland in this game, hopefully they don't get, for their sake at least, hopefully they don't get too relaxed and too comfortable with a score like this because they are playing Canada tomorrow night, and I'm sure they'll have it tough starting back in the semis and if they make it to the final. We'll see. So I think there's a penalty coming up against Finland here with under 2 to go in the third. Let's just wrap this up, man. What the heck was that noise? Yeah, Finns did look solid today, like especially as the game went on. But also, again, you have to keep in mind, Slovakia was so undisciplined in this game. Like, this game could have been so much closer. So much closer. Oh, Kapanen's buzzing there. All right. Slovakia on the power play. Let's see if they can score one to get it to only be a 5-goal differential. That wouldn't, I don't know. I feel like anything over like 4-goal differential is like blowout territory. All right. 114, 113, 112. But yeah, guys, I thought for sure they'd reach the pace they were on. I thought for sure they'd reach 50 plus goals. Finland, not 50 plus goals. Oh my gosh, 50 plus shots. I'm all over the place right now. But yeah, I thought for sure they'd reach 50 plus shots, but they're at 47 right now, and they're killing a penalty, so they probably won't get there. But we'll see if Slovakia, with a few shots here, can reach 20 shots. That'd be a miracle considering what it was earlier. Oh, deflected Maryland. It looks like he just got a piece of that. Slovakia almost got one. Let's see. Yeah, decent puck movement. Like, finally something from Slovakia, man. 33 seconds left. In front of the net! Oh, my God. He fanned on it, bro. He was all alone in front of Maryland. All right, guys. Last couple of comments as the stream comes to a close. Any last takes? Any last comments before I end? Come on. Anything at the end here? But make sure you guys hit that subscribe, hit that like, hit the notification bell. Make sure you subscribe to THPN and tell your friends. Use promo code THPN on DraftKings, and always show your support to the hockey community on YouTube. And yeah, show your love to THPN. Oh, team, yeah, it's Slovakia. All right, 2.6 seconds left. All right, guys, drop a comment in the chat so I can shout you out. Thank you, team. Thank you, Hudson. Thank you, SK. Thank you, Stefan. I appreciate you being here. Thank you to everyone that came by the stream. Thank you to everyone that dropped a like or the like side. If you haven't yet, please hit the thumbs up. Did we get close to 50? Did we pass 40 at least? We're 1 like away from 40, guys. We're 1 like away from 40. Please hit that 1 like. 1 like from 40. 1 like away from 40. All right, guys. But thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Big shout out to everyone that joined. Aiden, shout out to you. Again, guys, I might be live on the Hot Take Hockey YouTube channel tonight or tomorrow night. And I don't know how many more streams I'll do for THPN on World Juniors, but I'll keep in touch with Dylan. And I do really appreciate it, guys, up to this point, the 4 games I have done. I do really appreciate it. Make sure you guys check it out. I will be, I'll be like kind of active and in touch with like the THPN community also on Twitter and the Hot Take Hockey on Twitter. So look out for that. There you go, team. Yes, we are at 40 likes. Huge dub. And yeah, just last comment on that. I think someone is streaming on the THPN channel for US Sweden tonight. So if you guys want another live stream on this YouTube channel you're watching right now, I think someone is live streaming on this channel for the US Sweden game tonight. So look out for that. Hit the subscribe, as I said, like, comment, notification bell, all that good stuff. THPN promo code. I love you guys. Have a great night. See you soon on either the Hot Take Hockey YouTube channel or this THPN channel. The Hockey Podcast Network. Look for your podcast online as well. And I will see you guys all on the next video or stream. Have a good one. Peace out.